you can't think about when you're making it. You can't think about this. I tried not to focus on an idea of being a role model or the message of the film. I tried to just be truthful and true to the character that I created with Ken, and that we created. And but yeah, I really, really do believe in that. Have courage and be kind, and all will be well. I feel like it's so simple, but so true. And if you can just try and remember that at times of difficult times, maybe it will help you get through. And it's underestimated. And I think her strength of spirit is unique and powerful, and something to be something you could look up to. I think her defining qualities are empathy. She's able to sort of see people and actually take away her instant reaction, and almost like understand where they're coming from, and she's patient, and she's just kind. Like, her heart is open. She's sort of seeing the world and taking it in and living in the moment. And I also love about her is that she does speak her mind when she feels that she has to. She doesn't use words like by mistake. She's specific, and so when she needs to tell the prince, "Buck up, don't kill the stag," she says it. And when she finally needs to say to stepmom, "You're not my mother," and she does it with grace. I think of it as the story of the underdog. It's the story of, that dreams can come true. That someone who has nothing can end up with everything. And I think what's important in our story is it's not only that. It's that happens to her through her strength, through her spirit, and that if you can be that good and persevere that hard, then you will get through it and survive. And the outcome of that could be a Helena Bonham Carter in the form of a fairy godmother, or it could be Richard Madden in the form of Prince Charming, or it could be in real life. Maybe it won't be that epic, but something will come and save you and help you, and yeah. Yeah, I remember it completely. I remember it. It's sort of. I watched all of those films, and I remember the mice. I remember the singing. The magic of it, the spirit of the films, all those fairy tales. I think it's just so romantic and glorious. Yeah, I did. I had to learn to ride. I'd never ridden before, so that was I've never really been that into horses, so I sort of turned up at the farm on the first day and I was like, "Lily, get on the horse and just do it." And I did, and I loved it, and I just forced myself, I think, just to sort of have courage. And I had to bareback horse ride, so it was great. And I felt that unlocked a lot in Cinderella, this idea of strength. There's also, I think, something about her on a horse that's very womanly, and that added a different flair to her character and made her active rather than passive somehow. The sisters, it's easy. They've got a mother that's mean to them, and they're bullied, and they then bully in turn, which is what's so sad and scary about bullying, is that the bullies are often the bullied, and so that tells a really powerful story in itself. And then you see why the stepmom is how she is, because she's a desperate woman, and she's had a hard life, and she's been through the mill, and she's dealing with what she's dealing with, and that's, I think, what's amazing about Cinderella, is she's able to see that, and she understands that. And if we can sort of try and, when you meet people and you'd never know what's happened to them and what their day's been, and if you can try and remember that, then, so that's why they're mean. But Kate's portrayal of the stepmom is out of this world. I mean, I honestly, truly, as me, as Lily, I was like, God, I so get why you're cruel. Like, she just does such a deep performance. So I felt for her. I don't feel like you only side with Cinderella in this story. So, yeah.